Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Um, I had planned on, this is a little bit later in the day since my previous video where I created the corporation. I had planned on doing a video where I limited my gameplay to one computer so I could see if, or one monitor, see if that would help with my exploration skills while I'm recording. But a big update happened on the in between um, that I thought it would be better to keep the two monitors going to show you what has happened. I found a wormhole that got me to NPC nullsec. Um, and ironically, the wormhole went directly from my current station, where I'm at, where my home is, to the station or the system in Stain that I did most of my time in my first series, The 100 Days as an Alpha. And I know this area fairly well from doing that and living out here and having a lot of fun. Um, so I made the quick decision to pick up the blueprint copies and any extra blueprints that I had to get those items over to the station. Um, and then I set the station up as my home station. So why did I do that, and why did I set it up as my home station? Number one, I know the area. I'm just kind of making a quick decision. Sometimes you got to do that. Maybe it'll be right, maybe it'll be wrong. The one thing that the station does not have is a clone bay. Now that is, you're able to get around that if you make it into your home station because you can always self-destruct yourself into and land at your home station. Um, but I don't want to land in a home station if I can't do anything there because then I'm just stuck. So luckily, the last couple of days I've made some Bluebird copies. I didn't complete as many as I wanted to for my move, but I was able to get the important ones done. And right before I made this move, I made two more to make life out here a little bit livable. And I can kind of get started out here and bounce between the two systems depending on what content that I want to do. So, why did I do the quick move? Multiple reasons. The first one I said was I know this area. Number two, the station that I'm in has production capabilities. It does not have any research abilities. That's fine. I'm good with that. I can do my researching at my home, my other station in Hasatech, whatever it's called. Um, and but it has the production stuff. The other thing that is most important for this system is that the NPC ships that I'm going to be blowing up in the asteroid belts are larger, get more bounties, and it's basically a lot more lucrative as far as the bounty costs. I already just blew up just two asteroid belts worth of ships right before I went and got dinner and some ice cream. Um, and I'll show you what I've already accumulated. Not a whole, I mean, this isn't a massive amount, but it literally took me like 5 minutes. And I was able to blow up a couple of battle cruisers, some destroyers, and that sort of thing. So these were the blueprints that I carried over. And I'm going to be making an Imicus or blueprint copies. I have the ability to make two Imicuses out here. I've also got the ability to make my probe launcher and my probe scanner. That's the very least that I have to have so I can scan down wormholes to get out of here to get more stuff to bring in. I had some extra copies of these that I overbought. I wasn't paying attention. And then I also brought over the data analyzer. I was able to make a blueprint copy of that. And actually, is that it? I thought I had brought. Oh, the courser. There we are. No? I swear I had thought I had brought over a relic analyzer. Or is that still being made? It's probably still being made. I'm probably dumb. Maybe that wormhole's still open. I can get back over there. Um, I did bring over my current coercer that you saw 2 videos prior, the very basic coercer. I'm going to leave that ship here. I'm actually going to fly it and do some blowing up of things or show you how I do that here. It's not easy to start off with, especially with a very generic ship fit, but you're able to do some stuff. But I was already able to pick up some things that I can melt down um, to start working toward building my amicuses. And I was also able to pick up an extruded compact heatsink, which is good for down the road when I start to build larger ships, larger PvE ships, um, and some other stuff that was here. Um, while I was eating dinner, it made me think more and more about it, and my focus out here will be working toward doing the cruiser, possibly even battle cruiser type of ship production, um, so that uh, I can get more ISK and things like that, and just use this as my churning my money maker. Whereas I can do my experimentation at my other station, because over there the largest ships that you can destroy are your clone soldiers and your the lowest level uh, battleships. There aren't even any battle cruisers in that low sec system. So so why am I not in the Corsa right now? Because I just wanted to show you real quick. I'm just going to pull up Amanda here. So this is how I'm able to get back and forth. As an alpha, you're allowed to have 1 jump clone. So I've got a jump clone installed over at Hassateam. Now every time I jump, it'll be 900,000 ISK. But if I wanted to, let's say that wormhole is destroyed right now. If I want to get back over to Hassateam, I can literally jump to this clone from here. It will leave a clone here, and I'll jump to the other one. Then when I get there, I need to create a clone there to be saved. So as a secondary one. So I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. So if I jump from here to the clone at Hassateam, what I need to do is then remotely destroy the clone that's here and create a new clone that's there just for backup purposes for me to get back there at any time before I do anything else. The reason for that, why don't I need a clone here? Because this is now considered my home system. My home station is now KPF TAC FQ1. So anytime I die, I could actually get back here if I wanted to. I could self-destruct myself and get back here. So I don't need a clone. In the future, once I go Omega, I can put different clones all over, but this is where I'm only limited to 2, and only doing the wormholes are tough. Now, just a review, if you haven't watched my series on living as an alpha at the beginning of the year, I did 50 episodes of that. It was my first foray into doing a series, and I really, really had a lot of fun. So I actually lived, this is, let me pull it over here. This is Stain, NPC nullsec. I'm in KP Tech FQ1 right here. I used to have to travel through this area here to get to Stain. My old videos show how you can try to get around in these areas by using maps, by setting up save points, and knowing the lay of the land to make it safer for you to get in and out. It is not an easy thing to do. You can very easily be killed. It's a lot of fun, though, to be honest with you. Can you actually see? Yeah, they're here. Okay. But, and I actually lived right here. I started here, lived here, and then I would travel between here and here, and then I did a couple other jaunts in different directions. A lot of death happens right here. People are a lot of times trying to come through here, and a lot of people put warp disruption spheres to stop you. So the thing I kind of like about this, the other reason why I'm doing it, is it's nullsec versus lowsec that I'm currently in, so I can bounce between the two things. Once I build the Imicus here, I can also do exploration out here, go into wormholes. I'm not going to use the gates. I'm only going to use the wormholes. Um, but it gives me something else to do and a lot more fun. Ironically, I would not have been able to do anything in Hassateam today because there's a bunch of guys in there right now. Or there were. I'm not over there right now, but when I tried to play earlier. So I found this at exactly the right point, and it helps me to keep playing. Um, so that's the big news. Now, what does this mean for me? Well, we'll go ahead and close out Amanda here. We'll jump into the cursor, and I'll show you the tough part of having a very basic ship. Make active. Now, remember, I think it was one or two or three episodes ago, I changed my skills to try to upgrade my damage dealing. Now, out here, I'm not going to do with the lower level stuff as many. Oh, I did not move these. That's why I'm not doing as much damage. Whoop, we got to move this up here. So now we can do some damage. And I want to do some surgical strike. There we go. Okay. So what I want to do is increase the amount of damage that I get out of my coercer. Because the more damage you can do, the faster you can kill the ships here. I will say this about Stain. It is a lot more dangerous than Hassateam is. You have to keep an eye out. I will rehash a few things in some of my videos from my prior series that I learned. If you ever want to try living out in NPC nullsec, whether it be Stain, the Great Wildlands is a great one, even though it's kind of barren. And Syndicate is the other one. I lived there years and years ago. Those are great areas to try out, but you have to be very careful because warp bubbles can be put up not only at gates, but at warp in areas or even on stations. So you've got to be careful. You've got to keep an eye on local. It's not as scary as wormhole space, but you've got to be careful with what you do. So I've got this. Let's just take a quick look at the ship. Come on. There we go. So we're doing 114 DPS. I'll try to update you on this. We're going to keep the coercer for a little while. My first goal is to build the Imicus. My second goal is to use the Imicus to get more blueprints to make more ships to blow things up with. Similar to what I did in Hassateam. And then I'll use Hassateam as my main station, my main staging area. This is going to be my fun, blow a lot of stuff up thing, if I can get it up and running. If you hear a lot of energy in my voice, it's because this isn't a done deal. I have to be very careful over the next couple of days because if I die a couple of times or lose a couple of Imicuses, I'm stuck. And I gotta just abandon this hole out because the wormhole won't be there. It might even be gone now. So let's go check it out. First, we're gonna exit here. Actually, it doesn't matter because I did not bring over a scanner probe ship. So I can't even get back through that wormhole that I came through. I could jump to the image. Well, I could do that. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to just show you how I blow stuff up. So, one difference between here and Hassateam is if you notice there are some planets. There's actually 3 stations, which is actually good, even though I'll probably never use the other 2. It's still very good because it doesn't limit. I have more places to dock up at. But if there's bogeys in system, the first thing that I want to do is create a save spot that I can warp out of. The second thing I'm going to do down the road is create a station exit save spot, or that'll be down the road. You saw me do that in a couple videos ago. I'll set this up. there's a lot more involved in staging this area out, which makes it a lot more fun and a lot more lucrative once you get it up and running. So let's go ahead and make a quick save spot. Um, Planets, there's only 5 of them. I'm just going to warp to a random one here. Warp to 100 kilometers out. Control B. Save 1. These will. I like the change that I made where I'm limiting my save spots to 2 days, unless they're the exit gate save spots, because it forces me to switch up my save spots in system. Oh, I already had it. Wait, I do have a wormhole. I did see the wormhole. Let's see if it's still there. Nobody's in system right now. This is what happens when you don't script videos. Okay, so we got a chance. I want to try to fly back if I can pick up that relic analyzer blueprint copy that I forgot to grab. I think I was so jazzed earlier, so let's go ahead and jump through there. We'll check out the hopefully the wormhole's still there. If it's not, that's fine. I have the probe launcher and the probe skill blueprint copies, so I can get one. This would just be a little bit faster. Got that on. Good. Wormhole is still here. Let's just make sure it's not ready to go. Okay. Seems to lead into low security. Beginning decay has not yet. Okay, so it's in good shape. Actually, if I had large ships, it's a very large wormhole. It's a very lucrative wormhole that nobody's really seen yet. So let's get through here. And first thing I want to do, yep, there's still a decent number of people here. First thing I want to do is save this location as Stain, so I can get back through. Let's go dock back up home. See if there's anything else I want to take over with me. I'm going to leave most of this stuff here because I am going to still use Hasatine as my main staging area, because it does have a little bit more options, at least right now. Good. One big difference is with warp bubbles, and this happened to me when I lived out in Stain. Guys were hunting me down. Low sec, you can't use warp bubbles, but a guy put a warp bubble on the actual station, which drugged me to it. So you have to put up save spots around the stations too, so you can look to see what's there. I'm not making out. I don't want to make it out to be so scary. You just have to be smart about it. Once you get it down, you're good. It's just about setting things up correctly. So let's see here. We've got. I know. Oh, it was in my corporation hangar. Okay, so I know I was building those. Did I send it out? Yep, there it is. There's a relic analyzer I wanted to take. Now, here's the question. I'm going to take the cargo scanner with me. Why? It's just a regular blueprint, but I want to take it with me because the rats that I have killed in this area are actually dropping upgraded cargo scanners, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take a quick look here. I don't want to make this mistake because I love me my cargo scanner. Brain not functioning. Are we not seeing it here? I swear I had some cargo scanners in it. Let's open this up a little bit farther. Hello. Maybe I shouldn't use 2 screens. There we go. You're probably seeing it. I know I had it. There, I'm right there. Okay, so yeah, I've been able to find a Type E enduring one. So I don't need the blueprints. I'm going to take that with me. Let's look at the other ones here. If there's anything else that I don't need, I got all my extra guns. Notice here I have a couple copies because I wasn't paying attention. Um, good, good, good. I took the Amicus one there. Did I? Just want to see if I have any that are being worked on. I can't remember. I was so jazzed whenever this popped up earlier. Nope. Okay, I don't have anything going on there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take what I've got here back over. I know I don't need the heat sinks because I already got one of those. The scan acquisitions, I don't really need those right there. And I brought over my small gravity one. Don't really need those just yet. Not really need. That's my one that I can make money off of. Don't want to take that with me. Don't want to take over the Galente ships because the nice thing I know about Stain is they're susceptible to your beam lasers more so than other things, if I remember correctly. This is another thing is I'm familiar with the area. My only question is, did I? There it is. I'm debating on taking the Dragoon blueprint with me because that would give me an automatic destroyer that I could build if I wanted to out there, or do I wait to get more? I think I'm going to leave the Dragon blueprint here. I have not made a BPC of it. So that's about all that I really needed there. Good, good, good. Okay. So we're going to head back over and drop these blueprint copies and blueprints off. And then I'm going to fly out and show you what you can kill in NPC nullsec. As an example, wait, I'm going to do one other thing. Doc. Because I need to maximize my damage dealing ability. So I'm only using standard crystals. I have accumulated some multispectral crystals, which I think will do more DPS. Yes, I've got 6 of them, and I've got one more there. I'm going to take these with me, because I'm not going to be flying a Coercer for a little bit here, because I got to build a new one. So I'm taking this one with me. So there we go. Let's get back out here. We'll fly over, and then what I'll do is, if I'm able to make it, go through the wormhole, and then drop off the blueprints and blueprint copies at the place in Stain. Let's see here. Stain wormhole. Warp to 0. Then I will load in the multispectral guns and see what DPS change it does to the ship. Now it will lower my range, but hopefully it will allow me to do more DPS so I can kill larger ships. And also talk about, remember the last episode I did the corporation change. It has, in only doing those 2 asteroid belts and killing just a few items, it's already saved me 100,000 ISK. Activate gate, enter wormhole. I got 2 bounty payouts, and the total amount. Whoa! I don't know if you guys saw that. It was on my directional scan, so it might not have been near me. I saw a frigate. So, good. Now the limitations for here. There's a couple of them. KPF does not have a barren planet. Orbital bodies. It's got storm, gas, ice, storm. So these are actually really cool planets, but none of them are barren. You usually need a barren planet when I go Omega to use the barren planet to combine all the things that you make into even more pricey items. So you need at least one barren planet most of the time. But the other ones here are not too bad. But there's not. I think there's only 4 or 5 planets here. Okay, so number 1, we're going to drop all this stuff off. Number 2, I'm not going to rent it just yet, but just to show you, last episode I rented an office for 600,000. This is an out of the way office, and it's only 10,000 ISK. Not bad. I wonder. Did I create a station here? Okay, not too worried about it. Number 3. Oh. This is terrible. I'm going to refrain from this. I have, on my old account, when I did the 100 days, I have a lot of stuff from those characters. I think in this particular station, I know in this solar system, I could very easily contract those over to here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it until I go Omega, because I want to show how you can create a life out here by using wormholes. So that would be a quick cheat. When I go Omega, why not? But I'm not going to do that. But that would have been a quick cheat. Not going to do it though. Okay. Good. So, items. I do have multiple frequency. There we go. I've got 7 of them. I've got 8 guns. So I can switch out 7 of these. Right now I'm at basically 114.9 DPS. So it'd be 115 DPS. Let's see what happens when I switch out almost all of these to the multispectrals. And then we'll throw in 1 standard just in case until I get another multispectral. So there's 1, 2. Are you going to go? Is there something wrong? Why is this not going? Maybe right there? Come on. Oh, maybe because I've got them linked. Let's try that. Ah, so I had them linked and it didn't have 8 of them, so it wouldn't let me boot it up there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to throw in 1 standard here. There we go. Once I get a 8th one, I'll probably throw that on the multispectral. Now the difference between these standards shoot up to 12 kilometers out. The multispectrals will limit me down to 7 kilometers. So there is a shorter distance. But what's the damage difference? So I was at 115. Right there, I'm getting close to 50 DPS per second more out of this with just these and my low skills that I have. So that is a huge difference. I will be able to kill some more things out here. So let's go try. Number 1, nobody's in the system right now, so I can undock. So if you notice here, my home station is the insignia right there. Number 2, nobody in system. Probably later on tonight, I will create a undock safe spot way out here. Maybe once I get a micro warp drive, because the afterburner would just take forever to fly out too far. Why did I do that? I don't know. Let's link these guns. Nope. Oh, see, that's weird. The only problem here is since I don't have all... I'm going to have to put 1 on each one of these. Until I get all 8 multispectrals, I think I've got to do it this way. There might be another way. But I'm going to have to fire off each gun separately versus all together. Okay, so let's go check out an asteroid belt. See if there's something there I can kill. Um, the other part being, I've got to be very careful. I have very low defenses, so I've got to really use. And this is where when I did this in my 100 days, I learned to do the speed tanking a lot with the destroyer. Okay, so we've got 2 frigates and a battleship. So I want to go take out the frigates at first as much as possible to speed tank them. We're going to go ahead and get our afterburner up and running. 50 kilometers away. The most important thing here is I just don't want a straight blast from the battleships. Now the battleship will, I think it fires off like a missile. Always keep an eye on your local up here, which I do. I put it right in the middle so I won't miss it. Let's go ahead and get these locked in. And let's see if we can kill these frigates. Die. It's kind of fun to watch whenever you don't have them linked up and everything's flying off the handle. And we will go ahead and target the battleship. I don't know if I can kill this battleship or not. We're going to find out once I kill off this frigate. Die. Cool. Okay, let's close in on the battleship. Now, where is my range here? My range is optimized at 4,500. So I'm going to try to orbit him at about 3,000 with my afterburner. That'll kick it out to about 4,000. I'll wait to fire the guns till I get in close there. Now here's the difference. The Sancha Lord that I was killing over in Stain, not in Stain, in Losec, would give me approximately 500 ISK. This Lord, if I kill him, will give me 800 ISK, and that is, I think, the second lowest one that I can fight. They range up to, from my memory, they range up to like 1.8 million ISK, and then whenever you count up the bounty risk modifier, I'm getting another 50% on top of that. So, like, for me to kill this guy here, I'm going to get 1.2 million ISK because of the modifier. If I kill the highest level Sancha, the Mutant Lord, that'll give me 1.8, 3.2 million ISK to kill him. So the faster I can destroy him, the better. Plus, they drop better stuff. I can build bigger things. Battleships will drop larger items that you can melt down for more ore. Now, here's the big one right here. Is this an armor tank? And can I knock him down? Looks like I'm doing a pretty good job of it. Notice I got a little bit of armor repair there, but it looks like I'm doing more damage than he's able to repair. This can take a little while. As you get more damage from yourself and your skills, the faster this will go. Now, I did learn this from the last time I played. I knew of it, and I'd done a little bit of it with the clone soldier killing, but I really got good at this before, and now I can push myself even harder. And this is kind of the way I like to play, is learn the basics, and now I'm using those basics that I did in the first challenge to up my game here, so that down the road I can start doing even bigger and badder stuff. All right, so he's getting knocked down a little bit. Come on, buddy. I know this feels like it probably taking a little while, but you notice hands free. And I can work on some other things. Obviously, I can upgrade my guns. I can upgrade my skills. What I'll do is I'll go to see if either one of these Sancha frigates dropped any better guns, so that'll upgrade my skills. So yeah, got to be careful down here. My capacitor is about, what is it, about 30% left. We're still doing okay. Still nobody in system. There's a lot of other things that are kind of cool with this. I know the one fellow, I can't remember his name. A bunch of you guys have commented, so I get them mixed up. But he pointed out about doing the wormhole and setting up your save spots and having your save spots away from wormholes. That is incredibly helpful here, knowing the lay of the land, where the gates are, and where somebody, whenever they come into system, might not see you instantaneously off of directional scan. So, okay, we're almost there. Boop, boop, boop. We'll go loot these guys, as long as nobody comes in the system. Now, I'm going to be a lot more careful the next couple of days here because I want to get as much as possible so that I can build at least 2 imicuses and start bringing stuff out here. Once I start building more and more things, I'll take a lot more chances. But I'm not going to mess around too much. So let's see what Mr. Mutant Lord has for me. Hopefully it's something. And again, this is one of the lowest level battleships that you can kill out here. And I did that fairly easily. Okay. 1.5 million ISK worth of loot. I can melt down that gun. I'm not going to be building a battleship anytime soon. I can melt down that micro warp drive because it's 100 MN. Let's go and check out these other. There we go. I can melt down that, so I can melt down a lot of this stuff. I might even be able, we're going to fly back, and we're going to see if I can build an Amicus right off the bat. Because this is a lot of stuff that I can do. And then we'll see what these 2 frigates have to offer. Does it seem like I'm happy? I am really happy. But I appreciate anybody who's watching. If you have any ideas, any thoughts, please let me know. I never really thought so many people would. Well, the 5 guys that actually watch these videos are actually contacting me, so that's cool. I'm going to take my time going forward. You know, I made that. Okay, so we got that. Nothing really special there. Maybe there was, but I wasn't paying attention. Not going to go crazy on the corporation. I'm not going to try to take over Eve or anything like that. It's mostly for me to organize things going forward. And as I learn things about setting up the corporation, I'll try to do some small parts of my videos for those. I think that can be kind of dry stuff, so I think I'm going to try to, if I learn something very specific on creation of that, or even making up the Discord channel, I'm going to have that. Okay, so we got a little bit there. Alrighty. So let's get back home. And what I will do is melt down what I just got and see if it's enough to actually make my first Imicus. If it is, today was a complete success. If it isn't, I'm close. And then once I make the Imicus, I'll have that second ship. I'll have that scanning ship that I can still go out and travel and explore and try to get more blueprints to this station. And really, I'll have more and more different types of episodes that I can just talk at the camera for. Okay, so we can get rid of the notepad here. We'll look at the stuff here. Boop-a-doo. Got you. Items there. So this is all the stuff that I have currently already been able to get. That is 3 asteroid belts that I cleared out. Stack them all just to make it easy to see. I'm just going to melt down this large gun. I'm going to melt down the large YF. I'm going to melt down the large there. And we're just going to go with those 3. Those are my largest items. And reprocess. And reprocess. Okay. I don't think that's enough. We're going to see how much more I need to make this Amicus. Use the blueprint. I think I have to have like 80,000 titanium. Oh my gosh. No, I only need 34. Yep, we're going to melt down something else, and we're going to get this puppy up and running. Might need that down the road. Blah, 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 blah. Not going to need that anytime soon. Oh, don't need this large crystal here. And don't need any of these remote thingies here because I'm not flying with anybody. Let's see what we got. Reprocess. So that's going to give me 8,000 titanium. That should put me over the hump. It should put me over the hump for my Imicus. Use blueprint. That's got it. I'm going to have a new Mighty Imicus in 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then I can start building the parts for it. I can build the probe launcher, the probes for it. Yep, I got that. Whew. For a second, I thought I didn't have any probes. So, yeah, pretty jazzed. How long we got in this video here? 40 minutes. Long enough. I'm going to have a lot of fun tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, bouncing between the two places, and really for quite a while. Sorry for running this so long. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.